Hi, this is just a short video again on how to add and subtract rational expressions. And here are the steps to do that. The first step is to make sure that if you are subtracting, you should distribute the negative sign. This can be sometimes the one place that you make a small little mistake. So I have 3, then I have x squared plus x minus 6, and if I distribute the negative sign, this would become plus a negative 2. You're just distributing it to whatever's on top, and then x squared minus 3x plus 2. Now we're going to factor just the denominators. Obviously in this problem we can't factor the numerators, but we would come up with x plus 3 and x minus 2 for the first problem, plus a negative 2 again on top, and then we would have an x minus 2 and an x minus 1. Okay, so now we need to get a common denominator, and if you notice, you're going to do that by multiplying. So when I look at this first problem, they have the quantity of x plus 3, a quantity of x minus 2, and this one has an x minus 2, but it also has an x minus 1, and this first fraction needs to have everything that the second fraction has. So it needs to have that x minus 1. And I can put it in any order. And then I'll put it up here as x minus 1. But whatever you do to the bottom, you have to do also to the top. And then likewise, when you look at your second fraction, it doesn't have the x plus 3. So you have to do it to the bottom, and then whatever you do to the bottom, you have to do to the top. So now they have the same common denominator. I'm just going to write that denominator out. X minus 1, x plus 3, and x minus 2. And again, it doesn't matter order because you're multiplying. And now it says we're going to combine like terms and possibly factor the numerator. So if I'm going to look at just this term, this would be 3x minus 3 plus, well, now it's going to be a negative 2x minus 6. And again, it says combine like terms. So sometimes this combine like terms is not just one step. It could take multiple steps. So 3x and a negative 2x, that would just be a plain x. A negative 3 and a negative 6 would be a minus 9. And as you look at this, you should notice that there are no like factors, and sometimes that happens, and that's okay. So you might not even do the canceling factor step. Again, sometimes you don't even have to factor or do anything with the numerators as well. So this is just our final answer to our first example. Let's do another example. Our next example looks similar. So this time there is no subtraction, so we don't even have to do this step. The next it says is factor my denominator. So this would be x minus 2 times x plus 1. Plus, and then notice this one's a little bit harder because we always forget that GCF is really the first type of factor we should look for. Okay, so now again, if we're going to get common denominators, we need to have, we notice they both have the x plus 1, but this first problem, or first fraction, needs an x, so whatever I do the top, or bottom, I have to do the top, and the second one needs the x minus 2, so I have to also do that to the numerator. And so my common denominator is x, x minus 2, x plus 1, doesn't matter the order, and my numerator is x plus, if I distribute the 1, that would be x minus 2. So if I combine like terms, so I factored, I got common denominator, now I'm combining like terms, I have 2x minus 2 over x minus 2, x plus 1. It says part of combining factors is now to factor the numerator, and I can do that. I can actually take out another GCF. So I have that over x minus 2, x plus 1. And so I've done that, and then it says cancel any like factors. I actually, again, don't have any like factors, so that would be my final answer. Sometimes, again, can't even do it, it's not there. So that's just a brief tutorial on how you add and subtract rational expressions.